No Star Trek this time, which I'm sure at this point, looking at my videos, you're thinking, that's a relief, Dave. In the past, I've talked about some movies I enjoy and some things I just like to watch. And here's another one. Little gem from the early 80s, which also happened to be Natalie Wood's last movie. Brainstorm. Greetings, Dave here, DCBFX. I want to talk about this movie because it's a movie I've seen literally dozens of times. I enjoy it. I found it on DVD years ago and I popped it back in. I remember seeing it in the 80s. It was a lot of fun to watch. It's a very different movie, but it's got some great actors in it. It's got Christopher Walken, Louise Fletcher, who? Nurse Ratched from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Natalie Wood in her last role, Cliff Robertson, a lot of really cool things. Brainstorm is a fun movie, and I feel really weird saying it. Now, it came in 1983. It was filmed 1981. It was Natalie Wood's last movie. She died sort of near the end of it. So in some of the scenes that they hadn't filmed, they got her sister to fill in sort of from the back and all that stuff. You really can't tell that she died. Like, there's nothing really missing in it. Obviously, something was rewritten, but and it's still good. It's about a bunch of scientists who come up with a way to record, well, the noggin, record thoughts and feelings, and it turns out they can get emotions as well. And it's something that has been, funded by the government, but they didn't know that. I watched this movie and my wife said, this is the sort of movie up your alley because you tend to hate the government. I don't hate the government, but the military, they're not looking out for best interests. So movies like Firestarter and Brainstorm, all those things, it's just a great idea and the government screws it up. Anyway, they were able to record these things, and over the span of it, the government gets more involved and they start sort of taking over. And then the lead researcher, Louise Fletcher, has heart issues and she is having a heart attack and she knows she can't be saved, so she records herself dying. And then the other lead actor, Christopher Walken, says, well, I'm going to watch that film. And there's some really cool things about it. And the tech is actually really quite good in it. The whole thing then gets down to, I'm going to watch this come hell or high water, and then what happens to it. And, the good guys stop the government from being evil or the military from being evil. Anyway, it's a fun movie. It's got some deep things to it. Didn't make a lot of money. I think it was shot for 18 million, made 10, made up for it over time. Directed by Douglas Turnbull, and at the time he said, I'm never doing that again. And it took him years. I think it was around 2018 maybe, he directed the movie. He said, I'm not doing this anymore. I spent 3-4 years of my life, and then, Anyway, if you want to check it out, I'm sure it's available somewhere. I haven't checked the streaming services because I have it on DVD, and I've talked about that before too. Streaming services, no. Physical media, yes, because one day they'll all be gone, and there you go. That being said, The Orville, Disney Plus, and The Talking Doctor Who, Disney Plus. That'll be kind of cool. Anyway, if you want a really cool movie that has some fun aspects to it, but also, it's really kind of, okay, check out Brainstorm. It's a really good movie. I enjoy it. I've been actually playing through my head the last couple days. Because I don't even know this about me, but I have an almost eidetic memory, so I remember almost everything I see. Some things I've actually gone on my way to forget, but I remember lots of things. So I watch movies in my head. When I worked in a factory, I worked at Honda of Canada, I would just, what are you doing? I'm watching this. How? It's in here. So I'll go through all the beats of a movie and go through it. So it popped into my brain the other day, and I thought, I'm going to pop this in. So I got most of it done the other day, and I'm finishing it tonight, and it's all good. But it's just one of those movies that I put in just because, why not? Like, if I need a dumb movie, I'll put in Return of the Killer Tomatoes, because it's a classic. George Clooney, I don't know why he ever talks about it. He's hilarious in it. Or I want something to just turn my brain off, Buckaroo Banzai, or The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension. Things like that I'll pop in, or Ready Player One. That's really kind of a newer movie for me, but that's a lot of fun too. So if you're looking for something different to watch and you can find a copy of it somewhere, check out Brainstorm. I think you might enjoy it. If you're looking at these videos I'm making, you probably will, because if you're liking these, you probably have the same mindset as me. So that's the video for today. Hope everyone's having a great day. We'll talk to you all later.